Hey chat, just getting started in just a moment. But let's around with some settings. Welcome, welcome. Let me know if I'm coming in too low, because messing around with some stuff right now. Alright, let's go to our map maker, where we will try to make some progress. So I'm gonna get my other map of this place all set, and you know, mainly just trying to make progress any way I can, just because can be tempting to try to seek perfection, but really any little bit of progress I make here is going to help us out. Because I believe we have up here both the auction house and the wick. Need my notes again to remember what all these things are. Street Magic Cloudfield. The wick, yes, that's right, the Continental. This building here. I don't know why I made it like a heart. I guess that's what I was feeling inspired to do. So I think this is where kind of my I don't want to say writer's block, I guess kind of block in general kind of comes from, because I want to make this space here the incline. I kind of got to figure out how I'm gonna do that, because I'm gonna have to make this area sort of look like it's elevated, like it's on a higher plane, you know. We're gonna go outside of this, go to all cliffs. Okay, come on, buddy. Load the art. Okay. So something like this, I feel like would work. Coastlines, short coastlines, cliffs. Something that could make this look like it's clearly not. Are there angles here? Oh, there are. Can I get the other side though? Oh, okay. This connect to this. There we go. Okay, so we're starting to get a cliff side here. I'll put this up top. There we go. Connecting here. Oh, this is coming together perfectly. So I'll maybe make this side a little bigger. I should have done the whole thing together, but okay. Right there still works. So we've got this cliff here. This is what's going to be dividing the sort of upper class in our city from the lower class. But they're literally separated. Let's see if we got any other small ones. Short cliffs. This could work for that side over there. Make it a little bit bigger. to cover each other's lines. And then we'll do the same thing. This is great that they've got so many options here, because all right. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get all these cliffs here. And if you're just joining, we're making a map that me and my players work together to make. Made a game of Street Magic together. I'm feeling like, let's see, what's this area called again? The Heights. The Heights. I don't imagine them being very. I don't imagine them being very full. Whatever. Ooh, interesting. Whichever we decide to go with, I think it's the tone of that. This part, the lip of the cave. Of the cliff. I don't really like it. Maybe if I make it brighter, it doesn't really seem to change it. So let's see if we can change the blend mode. Lighter, screen. It's all affecting that part. Interesting dilemma. Is this the perfect thing I'm looking for? I'd have to commit to this all being like that, or I could just what does it look like zoomed out? Not bad. Gives us the effect we're looking for. Just wish it wasn't blue. Why is it blue? It's not just giving whatever the background is. I'm not enjoying. That's big. See, it only affects the underneath. It doesn't affect the top portion. Same thing with the hue. Maybe there's another cliff that might be better. Unless I could kind of sell it as like a. Maybe this cliff is a little bit like a green teal kind of color. Interesting. Coastlines, short coastline. That's cute. We could use that for our coastline over here. Again, I don't know what's going on with that color, why it's kind of like that. Oh, maybe if I use. Oh, it might be my foreground. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, good to know. We can change this. We can go with this. This is going to be part of the foreground up here. And in that case, I'm going to carve it out. See, it thinks it's all ocean. It's not ocean, but track that again now. Get under there. Okay. Go over it again. This time just a little more carefully. Bam, bam. And make the brush size smaller and make the roughness smaller. But you're gonna see how it's gonna start to come together here in just a moment. Again. Change this in a second. Okay, so we cannot see our. That's not what we're gonna do. can't see our masking lines up here. So now I'm free. I made this like the color of the ocean over here for now. But I don't have to have that up here. I can change this, put up our catalog. And for now, let's just keep having it look like all green pastures up here. Insane design. We'll mess with that in a bit. Getting more money. Okay. Just plain like that. Oh, green carpet. Something about that. I don't know what it is. A bit satisfying. But you know what? Let's go with this and let's change the texture scale. Make it smaller. Well, it kind of looks just like this green grass up there. Even though it's intricate designs, if anybody asks. And so what I can do later on, or I kind of show you right now, is start making these like grids. Let's not apply that. Let's apply something like concrete or streets. We're gonna put a dark asphalt up here. Apply that there. And this is kind of what I mean when I say you just can start. I'm gonna keep 15 as like the general width of all of these, but I can keep messing around with it. Let's put one up here because I know there's gonna be another street up here. Put one down here. And then I can take this, rotate it 90 degrees. Oh, look at that. Almost fits perfectly here. Let's put here, because I'm gonna put buildings in and around here too. So when we get to the finer details, I'll add like sidewalks and things like that. But for now, this at least implies other other streets, other things. Again, like I said, just continues giving us the sense that we are living in a place that exists. I don't want to put it over here. Oh, this is going to lead to the trams. So now we've got that done a little bit. Now it's starting to look like a city. At least that area is up there. But of course, the heights, they've got, you know, green grass and things like that. I need like an elevator. Which stream that? Better selection. Oh, okay. I'm not looking for a cliff anymore. But I think my answer of what the tram's gonna look like is gonna be in here somewhere. I think we're looking for something that's gonna be. It's funny enough. I'm just gonna say tram sized. Now there are cars and vehicles you can grab. Cargo yard. What's this stuff? MechWorks. Biomech Lab. How about first we just get the building? Empty weapon cabinets. Kind of like this. Maybe this could be our tram station. Have one up here. And then one down here. There are no steps in between here. It's just wires. So I know I've got wires here. Street food. I'll just click on all. Okay. Let's look through all this at once. The street lights, which could look like a tram in a way, or at least the lines. So far, nothing's really catching my eye. Let's try a street light. See how that feels. On a much smaller scale, of course. Could make it so that it comes like right in the middle of both of them. So if we put this here, no. All right, I'm gonna layer stuff a little more. That might not be the worst. We have different building type on top of it. Well, actually, what was it that I had? Empty gun case. And empty weapons cabinet. Weapons cabinet. What if we just get another one? Get closer. Take this, make it smaller. Make this a different color a little bit. Okay, kind of cute. Something's still not quite right. We need like a base, ground level, a solid platform. Dark metal. Maybe one of these. And this might be perfect. Just gotta wait for the vision to come through. We'll see in a second. Do this. Okay. Now we move this down a layer. Where did I? Let's try putting this one over here. this guy's gotta go to the back too. Go down, sir. Thank you. Okay. So this is supposed to be a tram that goes from the lower side to the upper side heights. And I guess like this middle part would be the tram thing going up. Maybe what I should have is let's see. That's more calming at the least. I'm wondering if I should make my cliffs bigger. Because these buildings, I'm feeling like they don't really give this the correct scale. Right, Cliff? It's you? Maybe being like this big. I should have checked and seen how much bigger I made this one. 61, 78. Select all of this. Selecting all of it. You know what I could just do is just copy this one. Oh my goodness. I'll tell you the things my brain does to me. Okay, so what I want to kind of have is this section leaning a little bit more over here. Kind of like if it's indicating that that part is the grab. Why don't you let me grab this? I kind of want to make this a different color. You just see. Okay. That kind of looks a little bit more like shadow. Or just added shadow. Let's change this weapon cabinet. Let's remove some saturation. Do the same with this one. This light industrial roof. Remove that saturation. Okay, now these are starting to look like, you know, buildings of industry. I don't know what I'm saying. Get this a little further. Get this under building a little more. Now we're starting to see it come together. At least I think so. I can see it. I have the vision, I guess. If no one else does, it's not your fault. Okay, now if only there was a way to really give the bottom side more depth. Well, when it has a street, maybe it'll look a little. When it has a little sidewalk, maybe it'll look better. But I'm also wondering if I should do more. Like if my cliffs should be made a little more. I don't know, something. Let's see if I remove the brightness. Okay, that makes it a little more intense. Remove some of the saturation. Okay. That fits, but doesn't really make it taller. I guess I just gotta really make them bigger. All right, so we're gonna clean up our cliffs a little bit here to make them bigger, but still not be, um, you know, annoying, like in the way as like was it kind of looking like here. We'll have to fix our masking a little bit. Do I need this one? You know what? Maybe I do. Nope. So we don't need that cliff. May not need this cliff. May not need that one. Get this cliff under here. Rotate this cliff a little bit. Maybe that's too much. Okay, I've got my little side project of cliffs over there. Cliff here. What's this guy look like? All right, we get rid of this one. Add this one here. Add this one. All right, we clean up those. And we're just gonna fix up this line here again. Okay. Fix up the line the other way. That small. Remove some of the roughness. Alrighty. Then I just need to go back over with the same grass that I did before. Just go with this. There we go. Though I still gotta fix a little bit of it here, up here. There we go. Oh, more over here. Come on. Come on, buddy. There we go. So we want the mask to go as aligned with the cliff as we can. I'm gonna now lock our cliffs here. Lock, 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 lock. Those can't be moved anymore. That means I can take this, go like this. Okay. Now that feels a little more, one feels a little bit more like they've got more space up there. But it also feels a little bit more like our tram from our upper heights, our upper class people to our rest of our city. Got more elevation to it. That's good. Go again with the asphalt now. I'm gonna fill in. Oh, I forgot how I'm doing that one. 15. From 90 degrees. Come on. Come on. Come on. Okay. All right. See how it is. Nope. What is going on? Oh, there we go. 90 degrees. Whew. Okay, so that's supposed to be the same. It doesn't look the same. Might be a minuscule amount, it might seem like, but that's clearly not the same. 15? Which is 14 better. See, 14's filling that space now. Interesting. Oh. whatever the case may be, at least our heights has some uh let's pull this out here. At least it's got some structure. The building over here. I don't know why this. Well, this is like darker than I guess. Probably me. Okay. Well, anywho, we've got some of the heights. Let's save this. Save as a clone. We'll do 0.4. Whew. All right. Maybe I could add 2 to the cliffs. I add shadows. Yes, I do. Good. Custom object shadow. Let's see. Intensity. Offset. Oh, there we go. Shadow blur. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna adjust this. So that there is clearly a shadow there. Maybe reduce the intensity a bit. This cliff. I want the shadows to be coming from this side, or to be showing more on this side, so that's what I'm going to include it on. We're going to make this one a little more intense. Not quite right. I want it to be more intense, but I just want it to goes down here. It shouldn't have an offset. No, I kind of think it should. That looks better. Okay. Now let's lock our cliffs again. And I think we can give our base up here a shadow too. Go. Further reinforce. Closer up. Okay. All right, we've focused on the heights for enough. Let's get to the eatery. The eatery is going to be an area full of restaurants, really. But for this one, I might just rely more on just the types of buildings and things that you might just see around. Things they don't have, at least for the sci-fi maps. I guess because they're battle maps. I don't know. I feel like some of the other battle maps, the fantasy battle maps, they've got like castle, royal quarters, outline. See, that's the kind of thing I'm looking for. But let's look for Gothic or castle or dining. I think. Let me see if there's fantasy world. Then we get these kinds of buildings. Part of me wants to do a style like that, but it's you got to commit to just really just relying on whatever they give you in terms of the assets, and that's the part I don't really like. Like if I go with this fantasy regional, okay, cool, but you're gonna see repeats of this lumber mill. You're gonna see repeats of farms, even though we've got a good bunch of them. But I don't know. I guess it's just a choice thing. But let's see. So we can get tents. That'll be fine. What I'd like are like artisan buildings. We've got all this stuff for these battle maps, but Elven homes, farmstead. So these would be rugs, fence, walls, roofs. Let's go back to Gothic or Castle. So we've got some Gothic house composites there. Obviously too big. If we took this down, like 15, it's a pretty good shape. This could be Big Lou's Shaved Meats, as he's called it. I didn't make the name. Don't come after me. Start deleting some of these stuff here. Even though, you know, the eatery is supposed to be a big area that's kind of, I don't know, kind of accessible to all. I'm wondering if I could use this composite to sort of be a layout. I mean, I guess so. Yeah, we'll use this. Make this smaller. These can be some of the eateries, oddly shaped. Then we'll put tents here. And food carts and things like that, but I'm going to give them some rooftops. Just a moment, very small. All right, let's do red. Kind of feeling that. So, sorry if this looks horrible for your eyes right now, but I think this is going to lead to us getting the best look for this part of the city. Like I said, everything's just better when it is a little bit more handmade, hand-tailored, as opposed to just like picking buildings and putting them on top. Let's lock this. I'm gonna make copies of these guys. Put them up here. Here. Put them under here. We'll also move this down a little. Let's move this. And move this up a layer. Okay, not bad. Not quite lined up. Okay. That looks like a building. There's another shape one like that over there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to decide what color these are going to be. Anybody got any suggestions? Feel free or make recommendations of what you think this should look like. But this town is meant to be very Gothic, Victorian inspired. A little bit over the edge. They just recently had an attack of ghosts, that just the spirits that just went crazy. So that's going on. I think so this one over here, I think I'm gonna have it be more blue. That's gonna be the Ashen Vale. Over here on the left, it's gonna be Curiosity Campus, which is gonna be more of a school campus type thing. I like red and orange would be good for these over here. So we'll go with that. It's a little redder. Orange. All right, let's get that orange first. We'll have these two buildings up here. Go. Then for our other ones, don't need all sides, so we can just go like this. Go to. All right, we'll have to narrow that a bit. Okay. Not the worst. Okay, we're gonna take this for a second. First, I'm gonna move that over here. I want this thing. I want to make it red. Just like I said, I want them to be red and orange. Let's change that brightness, maybe. All right, we'll leave it that color. Then this thing's gotta go on underneath. We're gonna transform it to whiter. That height is okay. All right. Now I'm just gonna take this and delete this over here. Paste this. We've got this last building up here, which I'm gonna say is the Paradise Jazz Club. It's gonna be bigger. Let's get some of those more circular, fancy scaled roofs. Yeah, let's get some fancy scaled roofs over here, there, over there. We'll get these guys and put them normal. Saturate a little bit. Okay, so all of this will be on layer 0. Gonna affect this. Why is this happening? What is going on here, computer? Oh, so these are not. See, what? I just did this. Okay, so now, there we go. So we just need to put some of these under here. And it's on top now. I'll do all of this again. Can I use these individually? Try to have them fit all exactly as I would like them to fit. Why is this? Okay, not terrible. Not great. This shape is becoming more and more complicated by the moment. Take all this off. Just take a good look at what we're doing here. We put one fancy spire here. Right, then all of the stuff that sticks out. There. Those corners, though. How do I get those corners? How did I do this? There are corners. Ah, and there are circular ones too. Making this more difficult on myself than it has to be. Okay. Something else. I'm gonna go back to the beginning was good. Okay, so let's get rid of all these. Let's change the color of this. Make it something. It's a jazz club. Let's go with it's purple. My bias though. Dark purple. Okay. Okay, so we got that. Go back to this. Let's get that same dark purple. And then, like I said, there are corners. Also allow it to show on the other side. So what am I doing here? I'm trying to get this right. Yeah, that looks good. Mainly just wanted to look like, mainly my players gonna be looking at like this. I just wanted to look like the roof is tiled. We'll keep doing that over. Let's flip this one. Flip. It's okay. We'll make this circle bigger. So again, it doesn't look the best from out there, but will from above, and that's what's important. Maybe if I can unlock the Gothic complex here, I'm gonna copy these guys to try to keep making things easier for myself. Go. Though maybe I should transform this height a bit. Less height. Okay, there we go. So now I think I can take all of this. First, I'm gonna lock it. Can I do all that at once? Shortcuts. Where's the lock? Lock selected, Control L. Of course it would be. Not bad. If I make it down, lower a layer. Let's raise this up a layer. See, I don't want it to be on top of the other one. These guys don't need to be as on top of each other. Space up here. There we go. Let's move back. Move this one back a little bit. Okay. Let's get these scaled roofs. Gotta unlock all this stuff now. Scaled roof. Scaled roof. Select all. Let's alt. Unlock. It won't. Okay, so it won't let me mass unlock them if they're already. Good to know. Good to know. Let's take these tops off. Let's put all of these up a layer. How does that look? I kind of want to cover those pieces now that I'm seeing them. Yeah, I know, doesn't make much sense, but I just think it'll look better without them. I swear these are crooked, but maybe it's just my monitor or my head. I don't know. Not there. I'm sure this is not the most efficient way to do this. But there are other more efficient ways, but it generally works for me. So, top. There. Another ones that go here. All right, now we're gonna see how this looks. Let's go up higher now. Higher still. What the heck? Oh, I'm rotating it, not changing the layer. Bigger. This one will go here. Let's make a higher layer. This one stretch out. Okay. Now we're gonna add some shadows. Alt shadow. Custom shadow. Make the intensity a little stronger. Same thing for you. Custom shadow. Intensity. Blur a bit. Okay. Excellent. So, oh. Okay, I guess I didn't want to move those. Let's locking these up too. Okay. And this outskirts and all of this is going to change too. But I'm really again doing this mainly just for the audience perspective. Get our street. Patient always gets me. Come on. Buddy. Come on, you could do this. I need you to be a straight line, 90-degree angle. There's no way to place it on this. Please. There's got to be a shortcut, right? That's like, okay, then I'll snap to grid. Maybe not. Show grid? Grid. Okay. Interesting. Okay, let's go back to making it 15. Do this again. Some streets. And go throughout the place. All the eatery. Will be the main street that goes through here, gets to the docks. Even this, what I'm doing right here, this is still just me like randomly deciding like where things are going to be. This is in no means like the final position of everything, but this just helps me to visualize like, all right, this is kind of what the city looks like, what the streets look like. We kind of got our placement. This sounds like some boss music that's about to start. Oh, for some reason it's just not letting me see the whole body. Okay, well, I mean, that's not the worst. Why does the street so close to each other? I don't know. That's how streets develop sometimes. Okay, so more buildings will be added, just like last time I mentioned. But now we've kind of got the eatery a little more laid out. Kind of seeing what things will be like there. Then we can get to the Curiosity Campus. I actually don't mind the buildings that I selected over here for this, but yeah, I think that'll be it for now. We've been going for about an hour. Save this as a clone and go from there. Thanks for hopping in, joining the stream. It's been fun. I'll catch you next time.